There exists a small nation of only 8,019 square miles. This nation is smaller than the state of New Jersey. This is a tiny nation and is considered a pariah to its neighbors, and they have been wanting them out of their neighborhood for some time now. In fact, they would prefer if they didn't exist at all. Israel is this tiny little nation. It is barely 70 years old as a nation, and it is not welcome. Most people think of the nation of Iran, who as in the past has made many threats to wipe Israel off the map. Others might think it is Syria, who has been a long-time enemy, or even Lebanon, or the Palestinians. Instead of one of these nations leading the new charge to destroy Israel, a new country seems to be taking this role. The following is from memri.org. Recently, a Turkish newspaper, the Yeni Şafak, published an article they called A Call for Urgent Action. The online version of this Turkish newspaper article was called What If an Army of Islam Was Formed Against Israel? The newspaper called on all 57 members of the OIC, or Organization of Islamic Cooperation, to join this Army of Islam to attack the State of Israel. The main points of the article were taken from the website of the Turkish Sadat International Defense and Consulting Company. The company was founded by Turkey's President Erdogan's senior advisor on military affairs. Before removal from their website, the homepage of Sadat had an article titled Sadat, stating the goal of the Army of Islam to eliminate Israel. Another article titled Palestine too should have an army states this Army of Islam can completely defeat Israel within 20 days, both militarily and politically. Here are some interesting facts if this Army of Islam is formed against Israel. The number of active service members for the Army of Islam is 5,206,100. Israel's active service member total, 176,500. Turkey alone has 4,000 tanks, 1,000 warplanes, and 194 naval vessels. This Army of Islam would be approximately 8.5 times larger than that of Israel's standing army and all of its reserves. Without any partiality to land, sea, or air, if these facts were pieces of a conquest board game, it would look something like this. Just as the scripture has declared of these last days, Zechariah 12:2, Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem. After President Trump announced the moving of the U.S. Embassy to Israel's capital Jerusalem, the Malaysian Defense Minister Hishammuddin Hussein said Trump's recognition of Israel was a blow to Muslims, and the Malaysian armed forces are ready to fulfill their duty regarding Jerusalem. Zechariah 12:3 says, And in that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. Scripture tells us that eventually all the nations of the earth will come against Jerusalem. But before this, there will be a handful that burden themselves with this stone. They are Iran, Turkey, Libya, Sudan, and Russia. Boy, doesn't this sound like most of the players we hear in the news today concerning Israel? Apparently, all we have to do is pray for the peace of Israel and watch what God will do. After all, Scripture does say that God is moving in our times to bring about the rule of His Son from Jerusalem. Isaiah 9:7. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.